I'm like really debating if I want to like film inside because currently right now I feel unsafe. What's up? What's up? What's up? So, hey everyone. I am filming this off of my new phone. This is a step forward into getting a new camera, but this is not necessarily like a camera, like by itself, obviously. But we'll see how this kind of looks later on when I film. But let's get into it. Sorry if there's echo in this room. This is not actually my room. And if you see the wreath in the back, it's not Christmas. I don't want anybody to mistake that as me putting up. This isn't my room. It's an empty room. But like I said, let's get into it. We're back with the Hollow episode 5. I believe the name of the episode is called Ishibo. I might have said that wrong. Don't cut me up for it. So my first point is overall, the episode itself was pretty lackluster. I feel like a lot of the sequences in which we've seen in previous episodes, and if you go back and look at some of the other videos I have on my channel, you see that you'll see some of the sequences that I'm talking about. Like I said, overall, I think the overall messaging within this episode was kind of all over the place. And not saying that it has to have a message like at all, but there's just moments where I'm like, what is the point of this? Like, why are we doing this? I don't mind filler episodes. Filler episodes are actually pretty fun and sometimes can be pretty interesting when you see what a character likes to do or what their hobbies are or what's their job and stuff like that, that's kind of outside of the plot line or story arc or anything like that. It's cool, but there's another thing when there's just episodes that are not pushing the plot forward and it's also not intriguing as well. And that's my problem. Obviously, I'm going to continue to watch it and stuff like that because I do like the show. I like the randomization of it, but there are moments where I feel like there is not a lot of stuff going on, especially in this episode. So the second point is that I'm tired of Adam saving the day most of the time. I feel like there's a lot of points in which Adam is able to use his powers to essentially have the team get the advantage over the enemy over the situation. And there's been little moments where Mira and Kai are really able to shine in a lot of different ways. But yeah, it's not, I don't know. I feel like, and especially in this episode, they definitely had Adam shine a lot. And there was a point where he's fighting the enemy and the enemy goes to get their best warrior and Adam is fighting him and he eventually beats him, obviously with his powers. So instead of breaking his friends out of the prison that they're in, this wooden prison that they're in, I'll show a picture of that right here. He decides to run after the staff that they were originally going for in my previous video. Obviously, he doesn't get to it and he gets beat up pretty badly, but still kind of ends up on top in the first place. And then we meet these new characters, which is another point that I'll kind of bleed into. We have one character that can fly. We have one character that can fly. We have another character that can control the earth. And we have a speedster, which is actually pretty interesting. My next point is that Kai and Adam have stupid arguments. They do. Most of their arguments are very like childish or just kind of like, can't this be a better conversation instead of you guys going back and forth? I haven't been digging it since like the second episode and I'm not digging it now. A lot of their conversations are just kind of like, We gotta function as a team, and right now this is not happening. It's not happening. Kai makes very good points, even though that man is annoying. And I think Adam makes pretty good points, but Adam doesn't know when to back down. And that just clashes in between, and Mirror's just kind of like, I don't know what to do, and it's like that. And I'm just like, why are you even here? Like, why are you even in conversations? Like, I don't know. That is one of my biggest criticisms from what I see in the show currently right now. Maybe it'll get better, maybe it'll get worse. I don't know. So another thing is things we have not learned yet. I don't know. I wouldn't say this is a criticism. This is more of just like, are we going to figure some of these plot holes out or not? Because I'm still trying to figure out what that medicine that Mira got in episode 4, vial. I'll show it right here. Liquid vial. And it essentially heals people and stuff like that, but she doesn't know what it was. I don't think it had anything written on it. I don't even know why she assumed that it was going to like heal someone or cure anything. So it was just weird to even hear her or not hear her, but to see her use that without any type of previous knowledge or common knowledge about it. And my next and final point, which then I'll go into my kind of conclusion, is that they don't problem solve. They do not problem solve at all, and it annoys the crap out of me. There are moments in time where I'm just like, maybe if you guys stop arguing, for 1, 2, just stop and think, and 3, like, just really understand certain situations, you guys could problem solve a lot of stuff. Kai has called on the Smurf guy, the Smurf blue guy, multiple times, and I don't understand why. And then in the show, in episode 5, the blue Smurf guy then says, you essentially only have, you're running out. That's what he said. You're running out of, he didn't say exactly what it was, but he said you're running out of them. And they're like, what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm just like, God damn it, problem solve it. Like, problem solve the situation. I'm pretty sure he's saying you have a limited amount of times you can call on him for help. So don't then continue to call on him for help every time you get into a situation. Then they build this, they get teleported to the ship after the Smurf guy does that to them. And then that's when Adam and Kai's argument starts, which was stupid. And then Adam decides to go off by himself in the ship. The main argument was basically about Adam wanting to look for the crew and Kai wanting to just fix the ship and get teleported out of the ship. Adam didn't want to do it, and then it just ended up being like crazy. After that, then this reptile thing comes out and tries to essentially kill or eat Adam, which way you want to look at it. They eventually get teleported. Mind you, another thing I didn't like was like, did you even know where the teleporter was going? Was it a location? Like, you guys could have literally just ended up in a lava pit, and that just would have been the end of the show. I just wish they would have done better with that and really understanding, like, does Kai know where they're getting teleported to? I don't know. Also, side note, I know my hair has definitely grown since the last time you guys have seen me. Oh yeah, side note, but it's still in tangent with the show itself, is that the people I mentioned previously stole the staff and ran away with it. The ending of the show, or I should say episode 5, was really just them getting caught up in a carnival, and it started burning down, and they're like, we should have fun. You can't have fun at amusement parks when you're not even strapped in. You're not strapped in. How are you on a roller coaster? You're not strapped in. You're gonna fall out. You're gonna fall out. But that's all I have for you guys today. If you have not checked out my other previous videos, please go check that out on my channel. If you want to know my thoughts and feelings about those things, I have a ton of other stuff on my channel that is pretty cool, and I had a lot of fun doing it. But yes, pop that bubble and subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment, and I will check you guys later.